Hey everybody, it's Josh again. Welcome back to Joshawott, Power of Eevee, version 1.5.1. In the last episode, we took down the last 4 evolutions: Umbreon, Espeon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon, and blasted the keys to Team Rocket's base. We also learned 4 new elemental moves we can use. We learned Dark Pulse, Psyshock, Thunderbolt, and Aqua Jet. And in this episode, all 8 of the evolutions defeated. It's now time for us to head to Team Rocket's base and rescue Thompig. So here we go. Oh no! There's Thompig! Here we go, heading to Team Rocket's HQ. Which is a lot like Twilight Castle from the Mega Man games. So here we go, level 1, the Outer Walls. And of course, got the awesome soundtrack. Although I wonder, what would have happened if I had used a Pokemon soundtrack instead? Since we're heading into Team Rocket's HQ now, you're going to be facing a lot of different types of Pokemon. Like, not just one specific type. Team Rocket's using an array of types. Not just water, not just fire, almost every type you've met in the game. You never know what you're going to find here. Here you'll be facing basically every Pokemon enemy you've faced so far in the other levels. You can also see the levels a little bit similar to the Wily Castle stages from Mega Man 2. They got a Jigglypuff you can sing. Now, one thing I like to do here is you can also use Psyshock to grab items that are not max potions or full restores. Like, you can use to grab berries or max relies. Otherwise, you'll just have to drop down and defeat that Jigglypuff again. Thankfully, Team Rocket hid away a stash of items here. Even their Pokemon need to recover as well. 3 max potions there. Oh boy, electric type enemies. That way until Marie decides to jump over. Come on. Move on, Marie. Just don't want to get hit by you. I'm going up here. Kind of see we're at the very base of the HQ now. Of course, one of being a C-Dot is a Bullet Seed. Also gotta be careful here, because there's Ditto platforms and these Markros. Fail that jump, you gotta start down here again. He dropped the secondary. Now going up this ladder. Just quickly going to avoid those Osmosis. Last Piglet up. Boss door. Now, the bosses at Team Rocket's base are going to be different from the Pokemon Masters, because unlike the Pokemon Masters, they're going to be bigger and more fully evolved. So, this is going to be our first Team Rocket base boss. It's Hydreigon, the Dark Dragon. Its weapon it likes to use is Tri-Attack. It's a mix of fire, ice, and electric attack. Its weakness is Moonblast. Dark and Dragon. Thankfully, to the trailer, it said that Fairy is super strong against Dragon types. Dragon types have no effect on Fairy types. Dragon-type moves, though. Anyway, with a few Moonblasts, Hydreigon is defeated. Now we move further on into Team Rocket's base. Alright, level 2. The Pokemon Training Course. Start off, you get some level berries to cover. Some big ones, too. Those will help recover more than the small ones. Another Master Life. Moving on. Also, you can kind of see which platforms are very similar to Ditto blocks, because this is where the Dittos will try to trick you the most. They're extremely hard to spot in this level. It's also funny that the Pokemon will kind of give you hints about where they are. You can also see them like very briefly screen transitioning. If you're not careful, the Dittos will drop you to those spikes down there. As you get past there, there's some items here for you. And of course, the Dittos will try to keep you from reaching them. Thankfully, you got another Max Potion. Now we got Shelters and Seedots. Well, Seedots are worse because they use Grass-type moves. Heading down here, the rest of the training course. Thankfully, when you get hit, you get a few invincibility frames right before you go back into reality. Of course, we got conveyor belts now. At least the conveyor belts kind of give you a clear indication about which direction they go. I believe we're near the end of the training course. Have a few more enemies. Alright, moving on to the next boss. So, we got Hydreigon last time. Who are we going to be facing this time? Oh, we got a legendary Pokemon boss now. Rayquaza! Flying Dragon. And his weapon is Draco Meteor. Thankfully, his weakness is Ice Beam. But when he's up high in the air like that, I find aiming backwards at the wall is better, considering it'll bounce off the wall and hit him. Of course, Ice Beam can do fire this time, so use it. And there we go, Rayquaza is defeated. Don't worry, Thompig. We'll be there soon. Moving on to the next level. Level 3 of Team Rocket's base. The Mutation Chamber. And of course, I'll have a berry to help you. Thanks. Yes, the Mutation Chamber of Team Rocket's base. This is where they evolve and transform their Pokemon into more powerful forms. You can even see the evolutions up there in those tanks. I wonder why they're up there as well. Unless Team Rocket's going to be using them again. Which that's a very big possibility. Anyway, if you make it past that really hard jumping portion this way, instead of the original top way, you can find some enemies, but also some very useful items. Down here, this side, we have a Max Potion, and we also have the only full restore in the game. The full restore, it will restore all your health and all your weapon energy. Basically, it works like a mystery tank, just like how the Max Potion works like the energy tank. You can use them anytime you want. Sort of a Pokemon ambush in the hallway. have to be tough. Also got the warning in those types as well. It's possible Team Rocket might be using them again for another evil purpose. What? Only Team Rocket knows. Down here, we're going to be facing our next Team Rocket boss. So yes, who is the next boss? Well, who is the most powerful evil mutated Pokemon of all time? Mewtwo! Yes, even Mewtwo is in this game. His weapon is both Teleport and Psystrike. You gotta slide carefully out of the way and avoid. I'll wait until Mewtwo is on the ground. You see his weakness is Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse can't hit him while he's in the air. Unfortunately, Dark Pulse won't be able to compete against Psystrike, considering there are 4 bullets, and Dark Pulse only protects against 1. There we go. We have defeated Mewtwo, the most evil mutated genetic Pokemon with a dark heart. So yeah, cool how I even have a Mewtwo in this game. Team Rocket's base level 4. Now we are going through Team Rocket's sewer system. Yeah, gross, I know. Yeah! It'll all be worth it, because this is actually a shortcut to where Thompig is being held. Let's get a few big left areas to refill our darkness that we used against Mewtwo. And Voltorb to get a max potion. Now it's time to head to the dirty water of the sewers. I feel sorry for the Pokemon that had to live down here and treat these sewers. Those giant chokes are using their tails to try and stir up the water a bit. And of course, we got instant depth spikes here too. You definitely don't want to jump here. Also, now we gotta deal with another spike ball. Cross that. Very. And a Kadabra. And I'm gonna face the next team on the boss. What are we gonna be fighting next? We're gonna be fighting the leader of Team Rocket himself.
You're in for a
Giovanni!
Pain.
And his ground type Pokemon is like a Rhydon. He's using a Rock Slide. I'm gonna go ahead and get a Speed Blade. Speed Blade is good against the ground. Now we got Siphon Mode. Using Bubble Beam. Now for his last Pokemon, Nidoking. He uses Sludge Blade. Best weakness against Nidoking is Psyshock. Let's see if Psychic is poison. Yeah, funny how we get to fight Giovanni himself. And once all 3 of his ground-type Pokemon are defeated, he just leaves. After all, Pokemon can't harm humans. Well, except that this is a silly. Which it's not. Now moving on to the teleporter room of Team Rocket's base. Yes, we got the 8 teleporters here. You know what that means? Well, you know if you played a Mega Man game. Yes, it's time for the rematch with the Pokemon Masters. You're gonna have to fight all 8 of the evolutions again in order to get through. So yeah, they also retain all their weaknesses, except some of their fights are a little different. Like, you can't face Vaporeon in the water here, and you don't face Glaceon in Ice form. First, we're gonna go ahead and get out Aqua Jet. And go face off against Flareon. Although I didn't get to show Aqua Jet's effectiveness on Flareon the first time, but I have it. Yeah, Aqua Jet is more effective if you use it while Flareon is jumping or running at you. While using Aqua Jet, you are completely invincible. Alright, and that's Flareon defeated again. Next, let's go take on Vaporeon. Yeah, you don't fight Vaporeon with water like you did the first time. There's no spikes in the ceiling this time. Like my water gun doesn't do much against me. Flamethrower next. So next, let's take on Glaceon. There's no slippery floor here this time either. Thank goodness. Thankfully, when using Icicle Crash, Glaceon only summons 3 icicles at a time. But they're pretty big, so you gotta watch out. Next, let's go after Espeon. Right? Okay. Oh. It's a little bit hard when you use this Side Shot and then Side Wave. Side Beam, whatever. There. Almost died that time. So, now let's go ahead and you go after Sylveon next. Alright, let's go. Come on, Sylveon. Whoa, that's not great. But I did take some inspiration from both Blast Stopper from Brightman and Time Stopper from Flashman. That's where I got the idea of the acid. So now with the Moonblast, let's go after Umbreon. Oh, he's got Dark Pulse up. Gotta wait for him to shoot it before actually do some damage to him. Okay. There we go. Alright. So that just leaves my 2 least favorite ones, because of type effectiveness. So next is Leafeon. Their attacks can hit you, their elemental attacks can hit you pretty hard, if you're not careful. And there we go, that's Leafeon defeated. Now, before we go face off against the last Pokemon Master, considering I don't have a lot of Psyshock anymore since Nido came, what I'm actually going to do is use my full restore here. So now, let's go ahead and face off against Jolteon, the last of the Pokemon Masters. Wild Charge immediately. Watch out for the ball. And there we go. That's all the Pokemon Masters defeated again. And after defeating them, you notice one last Tongue appears. So, who's waiting for us? Oh, Eevee's trapped in that cage up there. Whoa! Another Meowth machine? Man, Team Rocket seems to really love these Meowth machines. Thankfully, its weakness is flamethrower, at least its first phase has.
Here we go!
Now you can see Meowth controlling it from inside. Now we gotta use the second phase, which is Thunderbolt. You can see the exposed wiring right below this control panel. Gotta shoot Thunder Beam into the wires.
Team Rocket's blasting off
Go!
again!
Meowth blasting off again! Meowth's a free DB! But wait, where's Thompig? What? There's still one last level we have to clear in order to beat the game. The true final level. See if we made it to some underground cave system. Strange. I wonder why this would be Team Rocket's base. We're going to slide our way all the way to the end. What's this? Last boss joint, yet there's no enemies here. Weird. Anyway, it's time to finally finish off this game. There's Thompig! Joshawott! You came to save me! Well, of course I did. You're my best friend. I knew you could do it. Thankfully, he's perfectly fine. You must have been through a lot to make it here. Yeah. After this whole adventure, I think you learned something. I did? Do you know what you have learned? Well, what you just learned is... You're an idiot! Thompig! That's right. I used you to beat Team Rocket so I could take over their base. What? Power of Team Rocket and Team Max. You and all of Team Rocket will be history. Bruised all along. Not my Pokemon Masters better to beat you. What? You created them? Well, they can't beat you. I will! Here we go, the true final boss of Thompig! I'll think you have a lot of fire type moves here. He's a boss Pokemon. They will do some pretty good damage. Apparently, Thompig is the hardest boss in the game. Erratic patterns. Weakness is they also like to heat crash and fire blast. One more hit.
Gotcha,
Yes!
pork drippings.
Take that, Thompig! Now that's what I call a twist ending. I'm sorry, Joshawott. You should be. I should have known I would be no match for you. You truly are a great hero. To think that we fight just because we're on different teams. Even so, we can still be best friends. True that, even rivals can be best friends. Please, can you forgive me? Don't worry about it, Thompig. I accept your apology, even though you did try to kill me. But even though, I actually thought it was kind of fun. Now come on, let's go home. And maybe play some video games together. And there we go. That is the official end of my first ever game created, Joshawott, The Power of Eevee. Now you can see all the credits and all the people that have created stuff for me and helped me create this game. Although most of it was originally done by me. Although Super Mega Engine was created by Wrecking Programs, Game Maker is by its own company, Capcom, Nintendo, the Pokemon Game Freak were responsible for the original things. Jefflin and Joshawott691 from the Spiders Resource created most of the sprites in the game, but I just remodeled them. So yeah, I think that was pretty cool. Again, to play Pokemon as a Mega Man-like game. And of course, got to do the special thanks for everybody that helped out. So yeah, if you guys want to, you can download this game on itch.io and play it for yourself. And of course, thank you for playing. And of course, Thomas Fuller being Thompig. I'll miss you, buddy. Well, he's not dead. I mean, just like, he's off with his own family now, so he doesn't have time for games anymore. Game created by Joshawott0414, aka Joshua Brown. That's me. That's my official ending screen there. Yeah, if you want to try out this game for yourself, available for free on itch.io. And if this game reaches 100 downloads by the end of this year, before 2026 hits, then I'm going to be starting production on my official sequel, Thompig, Joshawott's Revolution. Yeah, I look forward to it because not only is it going to be a sequel and have a new mechanic in the game, but it is also going to feature Pokemon Masters created by you guys.
What?
Yes, that's right. If it reaches 100 downloads, I'll be starting a contest to where you can enter your own evolutions in the game. At least the evolutions that weren't made into the game yet, such as like Dragon type, Flying type, and so on. But anyway, until that happens, this has been Josh with Joshawott, the Power of Eevee, my Pokemon Mega Man fan game. And I will see all you guys on the other side.